Guys, I'm ashamed to admit it. I relapsed again. Yeah, I booted up Clash Royale again today for about 5 minutes until I had to put the game down and take a mental health break. It really turns out that level 16 update was worse than anybody ever thought it could be. Yeah, but I made a little video about 2 weeks ago talking about why I think that the level 16 update is going to be a horrible idea, and boy was I wrong. It was an atrocious idea. It's pretty funny. It seems like the people who want Clash Royale to die the most are the Supercell devs. It genuinely feels like Supercell is trying to kill its own game. It's funny because alongside the horrid, and I mean garbage level 16 update they dropped, they implemented one of the goofiest things I never thought I'd see in Clash Royale. I mean, this shit is so silly. It looks like it's straight out of Looney Tunes. What you're bearing witness to right now, what's assaulting your eyes at this very moment, is an actual idea that they implemented into the game. This is the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop of the Clash Royale development team. This might be Clash Royale's magnum opus. It's Mona Lisa. If the Mona Lisa was painted with a piece of dog shit found on the side of the street. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the image off the screen. I think you guys have suffered enough. I mean, if I had to guess, this is probably what they show prisoners at Guantanamo Bay to torture them, to extract some information. But those are heroes. Those are what Clash Royale thinks the game needs right now. Essentially what they are is evolutions, but with a twist. Instead of having to grind your ass off and break the bank over the new shiny card with a passive ability, you now get to spill your wallet, rip it open, unload all the money to them greedy Supercell devs for an overpowered card that doesn't cycle, but has an active ability at the cost of a bit of extra elixir. If this sounds familiar to you, I don't blame you, because this is literally just a ripoff of the champion concept they have in the game right now. Well, alongside the Heroes update they just added. This is awful. Nobody asked for this. It looks like the Supercell devs were just shoveling spoonfuls of black pill inside of their mouth. It's like they scrolled on Instagram for too long and kept getting Agartha edits and thought, hey, you know what, that looks pretty cool. Chugging freaking white monsters while they're developing the new update. And it's not to mention that the cards aren't balanced at all in any way, shape, or form. Well, that's not entirely true. The Giant doesn't seem too bad, but the other three are horrible. I mean, the Knight, dude, they know the Knight is overpowered, but instead of balancing, the team's interesting strategy is to release an overpowered card and then nerf it to the ground a couple days later, or maybe even a week later after everyone's bought the Pass Royale. So what the Knight does is, for the cost of I think it's 2 elixir, you can activate his ability, and in a large circle around him, it's about half an arena. I'm not even joking about that. Scratch that, it's only 1 elixir, so it's even better than I thought. But basically, you activate the effect, and enemy cards in that radius, including their crown towers, target the Knight until he dies, basically, or gets reset. I mean, so if you thought fighting Logbait was annoying, at least some Logbait variants are on Knight, I'm pretty sure, then, I mean, it's going to get a hell of a lot more annoying with this stupid-ass Knight. The Musketeer, for 2 elixir, summons like a cannon that has spawn damage and knocks back certain enemies. The Mini P.E.K.K.A. has a bar that fills up over his head when he does damage, and just over time, naturally, that when it fills up to the max, you can gain a maximum of plus 5 levels onto the Mini P.E.K.K.A. when you activate its ability. And you know damn well they put the Mini P.E.K.K.A. in the Battle Pass because they know it's overpowered and it's a fan favorite, so I mean obviously they're going to try to maximize profits there. The Giant is pretty lame. He kind of just uppercuts units you place on him to the other side of the arena. It's like horizontal though, not vertical like the Mega Knight. I mean, it's strong if they place like a champion Mini P.E.K.K.A. on him, but overall not as strong as the other champions this update. You could also run 2 champions now, like Mighty Miner and Archer Queen or something like that. And heroes/champions now have their own spots, kind of like Evos do. Can't wait for the evil variants and like the supercharged variants in the bottom left and right slots. Can't wait for Supercell to drop that. And although I'm joking, knowing them, that's probably in the works as we speak right now. I'm kind of scared of giving joke ideas because I think they might actually start implementing them if people start talking about them. But aside from being overpowered, these new champion cards/hero cards, I don't really know what their official name is, their 3D models kind of look dog shit in the menu. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but the Knight and the Musketeer look really low poly compared to what they could definitely be doing. I mean, it's not that evident in the Mini P.E.K.K.A. or the Giant, but the other two definitely seem a little blockier than usual. Kind of like they were made in like Blender or Roblox or something like that. But alongside, adding new pay-to-win content, they also removed some good free-to-play content. Hell yeah, baby. So, Elite Wildcards are gone, which is a pretty good thing. I mean, nobody really liked them. But they also removed books from the game, which a lot of people relied on to max out their cards. They instead gave us a gem economy in where you can start buying the cards you need straight with just pure gems, right? And before the update, Supercell was so adamant on not showing these conversion values, between gems and elite wildcards and how the whole system's going to work. They were really hitting in secret about that type of thing, and for good reason. The gem conversion rate was absolute dog shit. Before the update, I had 40,000 wild cards. Not much, not even enough to get a level 15 card, but close enough to where I was, on the brink of getting another level 15 card. And with the gems I got, I'm not even able to get a level 15 card now. Remember, in this new update they just dropped that caters to the fan base, that you guys clearly want this, you're now not really able to upgrade your card as efficiently as you were in the previous update. That's not even saying the previous update was good. That's not even saying that it was easy to level up cards in the previous update. That's just speaking volumes of how dog shit this update is. And accompanying the removal of elite wildcards and books, you still have to spend gold to upgrade your cards. So it's faster to progress earlier cards, but when you get to the higher levels, the levels that actually start to matter in the end game, 15 and 16, the coin amount monetarily is now higher to get to level 15 and 16 as opposed to level 14 and 15 in the last update. It is now 90k coins to upgrade from level 14 to 15, which I suppose is cheaper than the elite wildcards costs of 100k from last season, but it now costs 120k to upgrade to level 16, and that's not even counting the gem cost of the cards you need to use, barring, wild shards and wild cards and whatnot, to upgrade from level 15 to level 16. So here's my tinfoil hat conspiracy. So Clash Royale recently got a new influx of players due to streamers. I've mentioned this countless times, most prominently Jinxie, and I'm not blaming the dude. Obviously, he's getting to make the content he wants, and it's not his fault. It really isn't. It's Supercell's greedy ass's fault for changing the game, making the updates dog shit. But they made the game more easy to get into for new players so that they want to spend and, get a little addicted to the game. And when they reach the higher levels, they already spend so much money that when they realize, hey, this game is actually kind of dog shit, they already spent the money. It's too late. So essentially what's happening is Supercell is turning more and more into a pay-to-win gacha game, right? So I wanted to give you guys another laugh just, to close off the video here. This is the premium pass, the Pass Royale, that you can purchase in Clash Royale. So in the US, at least where I am, it costs $12 USD to buy this pass. And the rewards on the screen are what you get if you fully grind out the pass. And I just want to put some shit in perspective for you. You can see that you get tiddlywink little drops of cards, wild cards, that make very little progress towards actually upgrading your card to level 16. The gem amount is what I audibly laughed at because Clash Royale has been trying to push the gem economy, but the premium pass gives you about 200 gems, which is about 1/16th or 1/15th of the amount you need to actually upgrade a card from level 15 to 16. You also get unlimited free challenge rejoins. That's when you lose a challenge 3 times and you have to pay to get back into it. Yeah, you get that for free in the past, but with how little challenges we actually get, it's not really worth it. And the rewards might as well be a pat on the back from the challenges because it's only cosmetics and very, very, very minimal, progression rewards. Now, this right here is a Popeyes 3-piece combo, and it also costs about $12. Now, you might notice that's the same price as the Pass Royale, and this has a bit more benefits than the Pass Royale. Firstly, it's absolutely delicious. Secondly, it's not gonna lie by spitting in your face and telling you its degradation of quality is actually better for you, because it's not. So I want you to think this one over before you buy the next Pass Royale. All jokes aside, I gave up Cope and hoping that the game will save itself a long time ago. Nowadays, I've been preying on the game's downfall. I'm on the Clash Royale hate train, if you will. I don't know. But that's basically all I wanted to talk about today. Supercell. Dude, what are you doing, man? Fix your game. But other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.